I have a very special unboxing video for you today, and I can't wait to show you. Hi everyone, Lenn Woolston here, and if you are a writer who struggles with writer's block, boy do I have a video for you. So a couple months ago was my birthday, and my sister Stephanie, who knew that I was a writer, got me this incredible gift, and so I'm going to do an unboxing of it, and I can show you. It is the Writer's Toolbox. So this has lots of fun activities in here, and so let's just go ahead and get into exactly what's in store. So as you can see, there are 3 different exercises, and each one is geared to kind of setting up your story, who the characters are, and what they'll be doing. So this is really perfect for if you are in, sorry, my dog was scratching, that was the collar you heard. Anyway, so the whole purpose of this is you might be in a mode where you just finish a manuscript and you don't know what to write next, or you're just like, I want to write a story, but I've never done this before, so I don't know what to do. Or you may be in the middle of drafting your manuscript and you're kind of just feeling stuck and need to work on something else. So all of these are really great on being able to kind of pull you into a different mindset to get you really inspired and kind of spark that creativity. So without further ado, let's get into each of these exercises. All right, so the first game that I keep calling them games because it's fun. It's supposed to be fun. We're getting past the writer's block. So the first game is where those sticks come in handy. So what you do is there are 3 different types, and so right now I'm going to be pulling out what is supposed to be the first sentence. So let's see what it's going to be. And I'm going with, first sentence is, after only 2 months, Helen decided to become an exotic dancer. So now that we know that we're kind of starting off on kind of a bang, if you will, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to be pulling, these are the non sequitur, which is basically, it's kind of where it seems like this like random out of nowhere action that's going to happen to propel your story. So let's see what Helen is going to do. All right, and it says, he was skating on thin ice. That's all I can say. All right, so that's going to be really interesting. And so then the third and final one that you pull is supposed to be kind of like the last stick, or like the lasting, kind of leading to your resolution, if you will. So let's see what's going to happen. And it says, the bill she forgot to pay. So, just to recap, so my first sentence is, after only 2 months, Helen decided to become an exotic dancer. And then I have to put in there that he was skating on thin ice. That's all I can say. And ending with the bill she forgot to pay. This will get interesting real quick. Now, normally what you should be doing at this point, because, you know, you're not like doing this in a big group or anything, but what you're supposed to do is with each of those sticks, you take about 3 minutes to kind of expound on whatever that is. And so you set a timer for each of those and just write, and you kind of see where the story is going. You don't have to worry about anything except focusing on whatever stick it is at a time. And I will be writing that all together, and I will be putting up my response on my blog so you can read it there. So yeah, that is the stick game. The second game is the Sixth Sense card game. So I have here, it's a stack of cards that are Sixth Sense cards. And what these do, these go mainly off sensory. And so you're supposed to pick 3 and again do like 3 minutes per card that you're just supposed to write and kind of see where you're able to develop a story by just focusing on one of those. So let's see what I have. So the first one is a can of easy cheese. Yummy. The second one is the feel of spandex. And the third and final one is moldy oranges. Oh boy. So again, I will be taking 3 minutes each time to kind of go through each of those sensory things and kind of see where I'm able to write and what comes to mind as I'm writing, which is going to be really interesting. I feel like I got some really good ones, but I'm pretty sure this whole deck is full of some good ones and some bad ones. So the third and final game is the Protagonist game. So here, these are the kind of spinny wheels, if you will, and they each have one for protagonist, one for goals, one for action, and one for obstacles. And just kind of unrelated, if you will, if you're writing a query, these are the things that you need to cover in your query. Basically, who is the protagonist, what do they want, what are they going to do to get it, and what stands in their way. So this is a great build-up to kind of establishing a story. So let's go ahead and see what I'm going to get with doing all of this. So far in the other games, I can see the writing is going to be interesting. So let's go ahead and start with the protagonist. So I'm just going to spin it and just randomly stop and see what or who my protagonist is going to be, and it's going to be Lior, who loves to visit Israel. Okay, so now let's find what Leora wants or what her goal is. So I have the goals one, and we're just going to spin around and around, and then we're going to stop like right here. So her goal is to be the great seducer. Getting a lot of interesting ones about ladies tonight. Okay, so let's see what she is going to do to accomplish that goal. So spin around, and we're going to stop right about here. She takes up dancing. Go figure. Now let's see what obstacles she has, because she loves to visit Israel, she wants to be a great seducer, and she's taking up dancing. This is very interesting. So let's see what stands in her way. So we are going to stop right about here. Oh, but she has a fear of heights, so that's going to be interesting. So I will try to figure out what I'm going to write for this. So again, I have my protagonist, Lior, who loves to visit Israel. And she just really wants to be the great seducer. That is her goal. So in order to do that, she takes up dancing, but she has a fear of heights. So how is she going to overcome that to become that great seducer? We'll find out. So as you can see, this game has a bunch of different things, this whole box does, and so You will definitely not be stuck in writer's block after this, because there are so many different combinations that you can come up with, and it will definitely make a very interesting story, if not just an exercise that you want to just take a break from whatever you're currently working on. I will definitely have a link down in the description box below to where you can purchase this. Once again, thank you so much to my sister Stephanie for getting me this. And I will be posting each of my responses to each of these games up on my blog, so be sure that you're following me on my blog so you can kind of see in this next week exactly what I'm going to do with all of these different stories and how they're going to turn out. With that, I hope you guys have an awesome week. Get some writing done, and don't worry about writer's block, because there are ways to overcome it and they're actually fun. So until next video, bye!